Hello, everybody. Welcome to another stream. I hope you can already see and hear me. Let me just bring back the background music. Okay, that's nice. Let's see. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Felix. Hello, Hamet. Nice to have you guys here again to another stream. All good? Says Benjamin. That's nice. So let me bring in my screen. Hello, Roberto. Nice to have you here too. Share my screen, number one. Here we go. Yeah, so welcome everybody again to another stream. As I mentioned on Twitter, I now try to do this more regularly. So every Monday, hopefully same time. Now it's 4 p.m. Where I live. The next 2 hours I will be yours. And yeah, nice to share the stream together now. So what are we doing here for people who are new? Let me just check. So we have 8 people watching. Maybe there are some of them are new. Hello, Dale. Nice to have you too. So for the newcomers, we are building here a platform called Refactoring PHP. Let me see. Can you see my screen? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. And on this platform, you can share so-called code snippets, and then if you click one, you can see different refactored versions of the same snippet. So these are all just dummy examples. I think maybe we need to bring in some real examples, but this would be the real code snippet. And then this person would say something like, hey, this is my code snippet. Is there anything I could do better? Can I refactor it in terms of make it more simpler, better maintainable, better extracted, things like that? And then people would say, hey, yeah, I would write it like this. And another one would say, hey, I would write it like this. And it should be a platform where we exchange our code and examples and share our thoughts on codes. And I think refactoring is really important, not refactoring of old code bases, but also refactoring our code on a daily basis in our TDD workflow or just in general. So making refactoring a part of your workflow. I think this is what I'm talking about and what I would like to say. Yeah, and so this is what we've built in the last couple of weeks, and maybe 1 or 2 months already. And the last time we were adding those stars here so that you can say, okay, I like this solution the most. I'm going to star it. Or maybe this one, then you star this one, and then you can see here, this solution has 1 star, this has 0 stars. And I think, by the way, yeah, this is the button that we've created last time so that you can star one of those solutions. All pretty simple so far, but it's just an MVP, and I hope we can go live soon with just a prototype and see if people like it. Hey, Rick, nice to have you here too. Debshid, how do I pronounce this? Or Debshi? Maybe you can help me out here. Nice, Gertchen is here as well. That's cool. Nice to have you here again as well. So yeah, one major thing, the last stream, I'm not sure if some of you have been here, but I had a few issues with my browser setup. So on this screen here, what I see, I have my Brave browser, with the browser which you can see. And on this screen here, right next to me, I have a Chrome browser where I'm running StreamYard, which is the software that I'm using for streaming, so which is a website. And while I was coding, I often had to use Command R for PHP Storm for showing my recent files. And somehow I've been in the wrong browser. And then I refreshed the wrong browser. And then you didn't see me anymore for like a minute until I came back. So I was struggling with this quite a few times the last time because, yeah, I have to switch between the browsers and bring in some comments here from people, and then switching back, and sometimes I forgot to switch back, and that's when this happened. So today I'm a little bit smarter because I installed a plugin on Chrome to prevent the default refresh shortcut on Chrome. So this way I hope I can't mess it up again like last time. but we will see if I come up with any other crazy ideas on how to mess up the stream. Let me see. I use Laravel MVP and reformatting as part of my learning process. Do you intend to open source it? So, yeah, I've been asked this already a few times. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do it. I think it depends on what will be the goal of this project. So it's a prototype. I want to bring it out and see if people like it, and if it grows. I'm not sure, because of course, if you make it open source, you also make yourself a little bit you create vulnerabilities, and people could see the actual code, but of course they could see it through my stream as well. So yeah, there are a few things, and also if I open source it, I may have to maintain it. So I think I'm not sure. I will think about it, but I'm pretty sure, of course, I know people would like to see it open source so that it can help them. They can read the code somewhere else in GitHub, for example. What do we have here? Is there a concept of virtual desktops in Mac? That way you can put the StreamYard browser on another and cannot access it on accident. So I'm not sure what a virtual desktop is. I have different screens, like the physical screens, but I also have like virtual screens where I can put specific apps on specific screens. So this way, also when I'm now on this screen here, working here, I can't interfere with anything on the other virtual screen, if we can call it like this. But the problem occurred when I'm now switching here to this browser, bringing like your command in, and then thinking I'm already in the other browser, and then refreshing, and I'm still activating this here. So I have to check what virtual desktops are. Is this a Windows or Linux thing? Then I need to look it up. Okay, makes sense now. Cool. So let's check out what we're doing. As always, we have a little list here of things that we still need to do. So as you can see, we did already a few things here. And the last time we were working on those called solution stars. So when we say this is a solution that we like, which is like a like button. And we have a few things that we still need to do here. So first we need to order them by the star count. So right now, if you have seen it here, 5 stars, 1 star. Okay, here it's already correct, but I'm sure we haven't ordered it regarding the stars. So we need to do this. Then, oh yeah, there's another thing. So currently you can vote for every solution. Let me get back and open up another snippet here. So I haven't voted anything yet. As you can see, I can vote now for every one of them. And if I vote for this one, I can still also vote for this one. And I think it makes more sense when I say I can only vote for one of them. So I think this would be a better solution, and that's what this point is about. Then what do we have here? So show solution count on homepage. Yeah, okay, so I think it also makes sense to show here on the homepage how many solutions we have here for this snippet or this snippet, which gives the user a little bit of an overview. And then, yeah, we still have a lot of design things to do. So the submit forms are not designed yet, which you can see here, this one. So I'm currently logged in. That's why I see the submit form. And also on our code snippet, we have a form to submit the solution, and this is also not designed yet. So this is what we need to do. What's that? Solution headline. Yeah, I think we need a kind of better separator here to tell the user, okay, this is the code snippets, and here now the solution start. So just maybe a little headline. And we need to replace the dummy logo, yeah, this one here, which we have from Tailwind UI. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we won't achieve to go through all of them, but I think a few would be nice. Let me just check. Yeah, every now and then I look for any comments, or if you have any questions regarding this project or PHP Storm. As always, I've just released a course, and if you have any questions about the shortcuts that I use or my setup, also always like to talk about this. So yeah, I like to make this a thing for us together, and so it should be for value to you too. Hello PHP Online, which is watching on Twitch. Nice to have you here as well. Okay, so I think we're just going to start with a simple one to get a little bit warmed up. So let's say, let's bring in the solution headline. So very simple thing here in between. Let's bring in a header and just, let's call it solution. Just a visual and reminder that they start here. As mentioned already, the design here is very simple, and I don't want to spend too much time on the design yet, because as I mentioned, I want to bring it out early, see if people like it, and then we can work on the design more. Maybe I ask Kaneko if he wants to do the design. Kaneko has been quite active, and yeah, great guy, great designer. Okay, so let's see. I always have to remember when I come back to this project what we already did and how things are called. So I know we have a page called, I think, is it called Snippet? Yep. So that's a detail page, and here we're highlighting the snippet, and then here we bring in the solutions. So I think I want to add this here. So if we authenticated, we show the form, and here we show each snippet. And let's just try to bring this in here. Maybe H3, just call it solutions for now, and let's see how this looks like. Yep. Okay, not too bad. Let's make it a little bit bigger. 2XL. Let's try this. Okay, of course, it shouldn't be bigger than this here. So what do we have here? Let's get back to our code snippet page. So we've just made an H3, and we haven't given this one any size. So I think we might get rid of this and just add some margin at the bottom. Yeah, so I think it's not too bad. Maybe let's make this a little bit bigger so that we have more options here. So let's try 2XL here. Okay, of course, yeah, we have to think about this size now again. So I don't want to go into those details too much. So maybe let's just go with XL for now here. And then for the other one, we can do something like text LG. Yeah, okay. Okay, we still have, oh, that's something. Maybe I'm going to add this to the list now. We have to style our buttons as well, because right now they don't look like something you want to click. Style star button. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, I think I'm happy with this for now. We can check something off, which is always good. That's also what I like to do every day in the morning. I like to go through some small tasks so that I can easily check off something from a list, which gives me like a little better boost into the day than starting with something very complex, for example. Okay, next. Let's see about this one, solution order by stars. So let's get back here to this snippet here. So we have here 1 star, 0 stars. Okay, I want to try this out on a new one where we don't have any stars yet. So, okay, I'm wondering why this one has already 4 stars. Maybe I've done this in a seeder already. Okay, but here we have someone with no star or 0 stars. Let's add 1 star here. Let's refresh this. Okay, it still is down here. So this seems, yeah, we haven't ordered them yet. Okay, let's see how we can do this. And the better question is how we can test this. So how can I test this? I think I have to do. I was wondering right now if I can test this on the front end. So something like I see this solution first and then this one, but I think we might better have to test this on a model base and see if we ask for a relationship for the solution, in which order they come, and then check the collection that we get back from the relationship or the method that we're using. I think that's a better approach. That's the same with me. What Gertrude said also, after lunch, it's good to finish a small task, keeps your mind fresh, because after lunch it's often not so easy to get back to work. And in all those situations, I think it's good to start with something small, check it off, and then you feel like, yeah, I can do this, and you're ready for the day. Okay, so let's see how do we get those solutions. Let's start at our code snippet. So this is the detailed page. And here we are providing the snippet. And let's go to our LiveWire Solutions components. And okay, so here we have the public snippet. So this means inside our plate file here, yeah, so we are calling the solutions. Okay, so I already know that what I'm probably going to do is to go to the relationship and change it inside the relationship. But with this project, I always try to write a test first. So let's see. So the relationship is part of the code snippet. So let's see if we have already any test for this model. Code formatter, page code snippet test. Nope. So I think I'm going to create now a new test for the model itself. I think this is what I usually do. Felix has a question: which software are you using for to-dos? Or maybe I think you're also asking the others as well, but since I'm also here, I can reply to this as well. So the one that I'm using, let me just check what you see. So that's my main checklist. So I have a whiteboard here on the left of my wall, where I have so I have a list of the things that I need to do today, and I have a list of things that I need to do this week. And I've also tried a lot of software tools, but yeah, somehow it didn't work for me. So that's why I'm using now for, I think, already 2 years this one. I think it's different for some specific projects. I have maybe used Trello, which I use sometimes also if I have to share those with someone else. But for me, mostly, I use the whiteboard. I really like this analog feeling of checking something off, where you really have to write it and to check it off with your hand, which I feel is much more better than just clicking something. But I'm sure this is different for everyone. But yeah, guys, let me know what you're using as well for your to-dos, handling them. Okay, so this means we're going to create a new test. And I call it's a test. It's I always think about, is it a feature test because I'm just checking a class, but I'm interacting with database, and then always for me, it's not a unit test, it's a feature test. So let's create a new feature test and let's call it code snippet test. All right, here we go. Let's get rid of this dummy one. Create a new test. It gives back solutions ordered by stars. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so what do we need? I think I might copy this from some of our other tests. So what we're creating here, we need a code snippet here, but we need one with solutions. Do we have this also in here? User code snippet. Do we have some kind of solution test? Let me see. Oh, we have some live wire tests. Let me see what we're doing here. Oh no, here. We're not doing this. Okay, funny. Can't find one right now. Let's just copy this one here and bring back our code snippet test. So we need a code snippet, and I'm pretty sure I have used this somewhere. Let me try to find this. What was this called? So free. We're only creating the snippet. Let's search for solution. Let's see about this here now. Solution. Okay, what do we have here? Yeah, this is what I was looking for, but here we're creating multiple ones separately. And let me think. So how do we want to test this? So we need one code snippet and we need multiple solutions. And we need to make sure that the solutions have specific stars associated to them. So I think we have to do this manually as well. But we don't care about the state here. No. So I think I'm going to save them here, solution, and let's call them another solution. I think I'm going to assign now the stars manually here. Yeah, Benjamin also prefers paper. Yeah, feels good to strike through. I also know a lot of people having those kind of little books, which does not work for me. I'm more this whiteboard guy, but I like this too. For my own project, I just make a list of bare notes. Yeah, as always, it's different if you have your own project or if you work alone. Then if you have to work with a team, then of course you have to use something more digitally and yeah, so that you can share it with your team. All right, so we have a code snippet now. We have this solution. Let me think. I'm just wondering if we can already create the code snippet with the solutions and then grab them manually, the first one, then the second one, and add stars. No, I think we're going to keep it now manually like this, and then we maybe need to refactor this because I already see that this setup process will be quite big and not so easy to read, and I don't like this, but let's make it work first. So let's add some stars now. So maybe I'm also calling this something else, maybe. solution with no stars. And this one would be a solution with stars. So we're going to create one with stars and one without stars, and then we see that the order is correctly. So then here we have our code snippet. I always forget about how, what's the way to add them. Is it save many? And then I can pass in those inside an array. I always forget about this. I'm thinking about something like this now. Oh, of course, I would need to use solutions relationship. And then it's then save many. Save many models. Let's see if this works. These are all the things, especially with relationships, that I have to look up or try out every time, because I always get confused. Save many, then attach, and different ways you can use here. Let's give this a try. Let's see if we see any errors when we try to run this. Oh, that's something that I wanted to fix the last time and I forgot about it. So, okay, we don't have a table, which means we need to bring in our migration. So let's refresh the database. Let's try this again. We just want to make sure if this part is already working. Okay, so when we create a solution, we need to provide the code snippet ID, and probably this is then the better way. So let's bring into cursors here, and let's do it like this. Here, code snippet ID, and then code snippet ID. All right. Test did not perform any assertions. Okay, so this means this is currently working. Chester is using things as well. Yes, I've been using things quite a long time, but this is already a few years back. But I remember it was also really nice. And then strafe dots. I'd like to put up a whiteboard when I manage to find a standing desk. Yeah. Of course, this is much better. So I'm currently standing, and then you have this in the right height, which is really nice as well. So it makes sense to do this too. And Felix, you could do for code snippet as well. Okay, let's try this. So for, which is a method on the factory where we can define a relationship, and code snippets. Let's try this out. Seems to work as well. Nice idea. Yeah, I like this much better. Thanks for this. I still need to get a little bit used to the new Laravel refactories, because I've been using my own package for a long time, and now I switched back to the Laravel factories because they now support most of the things that I wanted. Not all of them, but most of them. And now I need to familiarize the features with me again. Okay, so this means we have now this code snippet with two solutions, and now we also need to add some stars. So let's think about it. So the solution stars relationship is a many-to-many relationship. So I don't know if there's any factory method which we can use here as well. For example, saying that we want already one star here created for this solution, or maybe for this solution with stars. I actually don't know. Let's try to find this. Factories. Writing factories. many-to-many relationship. Here we have it. Okay, this user has roles. Okay, we can just use has. Okay, let's try this out. Here. So this solution has, how did we call it? Stars? Star? How did we call this model? We don't have a model. Oh yeah, okay, right. So we are connecting a user to a solution, and that's what we call the star. So we don't have a star model ourselves. So this means now, can we use this if we don't have a model? Yeah, of course we still have, of course we do have a model, which is now a user. So this means we also need here a user. So let's create a user as well. Create user. Oh, we can just pass the user. Let me check again. Okay, we can create one on the fly. Okay, that's what I messed up here. So user, factory, and just one. When we create just one, it would mean that we just have one star, and it seems I have written this in the wrong line here. Let's get rid of this and bring this back in here. So user, factory. I think that's it. We don't need to create it. Okay, let's give this a try. Okay, for now it seems all good. We need to test this already. Oh, Adrian is here as well. Hello, my Viennese friends. Star, yeah, okay, so in our case, star is a user. You're looking for state. I'm not sure if I'm looking for a state. I think maybe this was already from before. So let me just try it out real quick. So, or maybe let's just write a test. Want to insert the count of one when we look for solution with stars and then call stars. Is it called stars? Let's see. Stars, yeah. Let's see if this works. Undefined property stars. Okay, why is this not working? Let me check again. So we are on our solution. Yes, we have already created it. Yes, we're calling stars, which is the relationship. But we're not calling the method to get the collection back. Tell me what's wrong here, guys. Yeah, so I also don't like the names. I think you also mean the names. I think the names can be confusing. Yeah, so that's also what I also liked at my last approach with my custom package, that you really have good names, like give me a code snippet with stars, for example. Yeah, exactly, Adrian. Exactly. I still need the create. Oh, yeah, right. So we haven't created our solution yet. Thank you, guys. We need this here and here. Okay, let's try this again. Call to undefined method solution user. Yeah, so I think we now, do we have here second argument relationship? Yeah, so our relationship is called star. So he's now looking for a relationship called user, which we don't have. So this is why we need to use stars. Let's try this again. Okay, so this is working. So this means we have 1 star for the solution with stars. And for the solution with no stars, we have 0, but I think this does not work because we probably get null back and we can't iterate it. Okay, PHP unit can do this. Okay, so this we just made sure here that we created our setup here correctly. So the next thing here is that we want to call from our code snippet, we want to call the solutions. Like this. And now we want to make an assertion to see that we have the right order. I still need to get back this comment. Do you not need to make, yeah. So I need to do this here in order to create the factory, but I don't need with the relationship where we just use the factory. Very similar to how Adrian and me did it with the factories package. So I'm not sure if Taylor took a little bit of a look at how we did it. And yeah, I think that's nice. But yeah, of course, we need it here, which I have forgotten. Return property is wrong, like you said. Collection action is missing. I think we already cleared that. Hey, buddy. Nice to have you here too. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no worries. I think all the streams are, and we tested it for YouTube, or maybe we can test it for Twitch as well. So I'm going to say start, and then if you hear this word, let me know by the comment, and I will count to so that we can see what the delay is. Or maybe we can do this with YouTube and Twitch as well. Okay. Now. Okay, let's see. Okay. First, I didn't count. Okay, now we have a star from Adrian. First, I didn't count, which was the first mistake. I was just looking at the comments. And second, okay, now we have start here on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, totally wrong. Yeah. And I also not sure if strafe dot with Yip meant that he already heard it. So yeah, but I think we're about 10 to 15 seconds delay for both platforms. Oh my God. It's too funny. Too funny, guys. Okay, so how do we test this? So I want to make, I think I want to grab now the first one from this collection here, what we get back, and I want to make sure that it has 1 stars. I think that's how I would do this. Let's do this again with the count. Assert count 1, and now solutions. Nope, solutions. First, I think we can also do it like this. So just Let me see. We're calling solution, we're calling the stars, yeah. And I just want the count, which should be 1, I think. Let's see. Oh yeah, so now we have the problem. We get back here an integer, and the second argument should be something you can iterate over a collection or an array. So yeah, we still could do something like this. And now we're running the count on the collection that we get back. Let's see if this works. Okay, same mistake again. We just want to get the collection back, and the count is being checked by this method. So nope, still not working. Failure asserting that actually size no 0. Okay, so this means we get now a different solution back. So this means this is now the first one which we get back without any stars, and now we can work on the implementation. So let's go to our code snippet model. Code snippet. Let's look for a class. Yeah, here we go. And here we're just going to add an order by. Oh, how do we do this now? Okay, so it's not a field on the solution, so we need to check. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't thought about this. So we're now returning multiple solutions here, and we need to check which one has the most stars. Okay, interesting. So I haven't done this before. So do I need to grab now my solutions and then iterate over them and check and then reorder them? This would be the time now to get some help by Jonathan Rennick. Guys, maybe you maybe have an idea what's the best how to do this. So I need to check now next to the solutions also which solutions has the most user attached. Yeah, exactly. I didn't remember, you didn't remember. We did it all wrong. The word is starting. Maybe we're going to try this at the end again. There's a typo in the test name. Gives back solution ordered by stars. Yeah, good catch. Thank you. I wouldn't modify the okay relationship, more like accessor getter. Okay, so this is now about the solution that I was thinking of was editing this relationship and only return in the order with already sorted stars. So of course this does not work for every project, because if you use the solution relationship in a few places and sometimes you want to have the default order, for example, then this does not make sense, for example, of course. So that's a good point. I think I can't think of any use case in our application where this could be a problem, but I think what I will do is I will change it here if I can, if you guys can help me, and then see if at some point I need this relationship somewhere else where it does not work, and then I would change it and maybe add a different method, a different relationship, or an accessor method. So I think right now I would keep it, but I totally get the point. So with count, okay, let's see, is this a method on the eloquent model with count? Okay, interesting. I think I've used this before, but I can't remember right now. Let's check out eloquent builder relationship. Do we find this here? Here we go, counting related models. Yep, that's exactly what we need, I think. Sometimes you may want to count the number of related models for a given relationship. Okay, I see. So this means this will add this to what we get back here. So with count of our user class, do I need to specify the relationship here as well? Let's give this a look. Doesn't seem so. Okay, I'm wondering if this is not working because the related model is called user, but the method name is called stars. Let's just give it a look. What do we do? Let's dump out here what we get. So back in our test now. Yeah, so here we're going to run this. Yeah, I haven't fixed this. Call to undefined method models user. Okay, so I have to provide the name of the method, I think. So this means this would be stars, right? Okay, we get this back. It's good. And let's also make this an array so that I can easily check this. And by the way, I think we should also use dd here. Well, let me see. So back in our test, let's run this. Okay, this way we only get the select statement back. So what we still need to do is call the get method. And here we go. Back to our test. Run this here. So we get the solutions back. But I want as an array. This, I think, with TDD does not work, right? Because if I do to array, this is not working anymore. Yes, I've been using this, or I tried to use this a few times where I want to dump it out, but I have an array. So I'm thinking if there's any better solution to do this. I can't use to array because I will get an array back. So I wonder if we could do something like dump and die as an array. Okay, for now, let's just dump this out here again. And close this. So what do we get back here? An array, solution, content one. Oh, that's okay, the content. Oh, we still get back. Okay, we just get now an array with the models. Okay, I see it. This is not working because I wanted to see now that we get the count. Okay, Felix provided a solution with count and then order by user count. Okay, so this means we get now back the user's count. Okay, Adrian said, I see the count. Where do I have it? Okay, here I have it, yeah. Okay, it's a little bit hidden, but now I have stars count. Okay, so this means we probably can use, oh, thank you, Adrian, and thank you, Felix. I think we can try to do this now with this solution, but using stars count instead of user counts. Okay, subquery, okay, this would be another solution. Last sentence in that paragraph is super important. Not sure what you meant. Okay, so this is now another point why we maybe shouldn't do this inside the relationship, because we can get a problem with eager loading. Do we get a problem with eager loading? Maybe we could try this. Return that as array and DDD were with a relationship. Okay, yeah, this would work as well. Where you call it, yeah. Okay, we already found this one. The property in this case should be stars count. Yeah, good point. Okay, let's just give this a try to see if it's working. And then we think if we need to put this somewhere else. So this means now what we want to do here is we want to return this now again. And now we have our count, and now we want to order it by stars count, I think it was. Okay, like this. Let's see if our test is now working. Nope. Failed asserting that actually size. Okay, so this could be because of the order. I never remember which is the default order, but I think the other one is order by descending. Let's try this one too. Okay, here we go. That's nice. So this means now we have made this working. Thank you guys. This was a lot of teamwork. It seems like we're not using those. So let's get rid of those variables. Now let's get back to our model here. So do we have here a problem with eager loading? Latest. Do we get back with the latest item on the collection? Latest. Nope. So what's latest? Instead of order by, okay. Latest. Okay, let's see what this does. Add an order by class for a timestamp to the query. For a timestamp? Okay, let's see if this is still working. Let me just check if the column is null, get created. Doesn't look like we can use this. But somehow it's still working. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so that's interesting. Have I changed it now? I think I have, right? Okay, let's check this again. If the column is null, which is not the case, right? No, we're providing a column. Then what we do is we add here What's happening? What's this method here? Okay, now we're using the order by. Okay, so it seems this method was probably creating for timestamps, but it seems it's also working for other things. That's interesting, yeah. Good catch here. We all learned something new, I guess. Let me see. So I'm not satisfied with this test because it still could be that. Let me see. We have two solutions here: one without stars and one with stars, and we are checking if the first one that we get is the one with 1 star. Yeah, okay. I think this would already mean that it orders it in the correct way. Of course, there could be multiple ones, and then we could also check for them, but I think I'm fine with this. But let's talk about our method here as well. So maybe first let's check out all the other tests. If there's anything wrong. Nope, okay, this is working. So why do we run into errors now with the eager loading? Yeah, so it seems both are working, but yeah, I think the latest could be a little bit misleading, but yeah, latest in regarding of the time, yeah, I get both points. You also get the oldest for the inverse. You also get the oldest for the inverse. What do you mean I get the oldest for the inverse of my test? Let's see. Is there a method? Is there something like last? Get the latest item from the collection. Okay, that's what I need. So this should fail now. Okay, it fails. Let's make this 0. Okay, this is working. So this way we've made sure we get the other one. We have the other one also in our solutions. Yeah, so that's what I thought too. So latest, oldest. Yes, I think the naming could be better from what Laravel does. Okay, but back now to our model here. So do you guys know why this could be a problem with eager loading? So we're just changing the query, we are adding the count, we're changing the order. I don't see how this could be a problem, but maybe if you know, guys, let me know. And in the meantime, I think about what's next for us. Maybe let's check this now on our site here. So currently we have here 0 stars and then 4 stars. Let's refresh this. Yeah, now we have here 0, 1. Oh, sorry, 4 stars, 1 stars, 0 stars. That we also need on the plural form, which is not correct, but these are things we're going to do later. All right, so let's check our list here again. Again, this took us longer than expected, but yeah, as always, we like to chat about different solutions, what I really enjoy. So eager loading sometimes snips stuff from the query. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so there's some To test eager loading, you can edit test with multiple snippets and eager load solution and see if all good. You can edit test with multiple snippets and eager load solutions and see if all good. Okay, let's try this out. Let's create a new test. It works with eager loading. So let me copy this here. So multiple snippets. So what would be the part that I eager load? I would eager load the solutions for the code snippet, right? I would eager load the solutions, which is relationship for the code snippet. So why do I need then multiple, what was it? Multiple snippets. I'm not sure. I'm just going to give this a try. Let's make this a second code snippet. We are now providing the solutions, and now we're going to, what do we do now? We are going to load a code snippet. Code snippet, maybe first, and then we load our solutions class. So that's how we do this, right? Let me just check. Eager load relations. Okay, we do get back here a code snippet. And let's just see what we get. I'm going to need to write this down on my whiteboard. So I don't forget to fix this. What do we have? A call to undefined relationship. Okay, so I need to pass in the relationship. Okay, ready? So I could use the class. So the class is solutions. Okay. I get back an array with our code snippet. And then we have here the solutions. And here the first one and the second one. Stars count 0. Stars count 1. With solutions. Code snippet with solution. Okay, so this would load all code snippets with solution, right? Begin creating a model with eager loading. Okay. So what do we get back here now? Probably all of our code snippets. Yeah, we need to get those results from the database. Okay, so now we have one code snippet with 2 solutions. Stars 1, star 0, and here we have our second code snippet. So I think it all looks good from my point of view. But thanks for the hint. Do I need this test here? No, I think I would have the test. Okay, so let's check again if everything is working. All good. Let's commit this real quick. And what do we call this? Order solutions by stars count. And commit this. Oh, okay. Did I bring this in here by accident? Yep, I did. Let's fix this typo and then we can move on. Again, one last time. Looks all good now. Okay, perfect. So the second thing that we wanted to do here is this one. The user can only vote for one solution. So currently, again, let's check this out here. Let's go to Snippets. Yeah. So I have already voted for this one. Let's look at this one. This one here, maybe. Okay, I've already voted for most of them. But what we can do is we can vote for every one of them, and we just want to make it possible that the user can only vote for one of them. Okay, so let's see how we have currently implemented this. So we have our start LiveWire component, and here we have this part. We're checking if the user is authenticated, and then if the user has not already started the solution, then he can start it. So right now, the user can start a solution if he himself has not already done this before. Or only then we are showing the button. Would be interesting if it still works. But good point. Okay, so now we want to make sure that the user has not voted for any solutions of the code snippet. So I think about, so currently we have a method on the user has start solution, and probably what we would do is create a method has start code snippet solutions. Has start, so has start one of the code snippet solution. And if it has, he's not able to vote. If he has not, then he can do this. So let's write another user test. I think we have already, yeah, we have already this one here, and now we're going to do something similar, but now we want to check if the user has started any of the code snippet solutions. So it checks if user has started one of code snippet solutions. Getting a little bit long here, but I still prefer a long method name over one that I don't immediately understand. So what do we need here? We have here solution. We have one solution and one code snippet and a user. Then I think we can probably copy this here. So we have one solution. We have one code snippet. So what we need is of course, multiple solutions. So I think let's copy this from the last test here. And maybe do we need to know which kind of solutions? Nope. So this means the user has now code snippet has now solutions. Our solution factory. And let's create 3 of them. I think it should work like this, right? We will see. This is also one of the examples what I don't like about the Laravel solution. The count method are really much more like the times method. Solutions factory counts, yeah. Or multiple ones, but I think count is a little bit of misleading. Okay, so we're creating a code snippet with 3 solutions. Then we need a user. And then we're checking, how do we call this method? It has start code snippet solutions. Yeah, I wonder if we can get a little better method name here. So we want to check if the user has start one of the code snippet solution. Has start code snippet solutions. So right now, a little bit sounds like it has start all of the solution. Has start code snippet. Has start one of. Yeah, so these are the things that are super annoying and which takes a lot of time. So what would Adrian do? Auth user can vote for solution. That's a good one, yeah. I like this one. What place it on the solution model as a user model? As a user model, I would have to mention. It's in the solution model. Solution can user vote for the solution. You could also do this, yeah. Times also works. Ah, okay. That's nice. I like this more. Okay, so what did I say? Can vote for solution. Let me think about it. Can vote for solution, and then we will provide the solution, which I don't have here. So this means we would check this for multiple ones. All right, can code can vote for solution. So this means now let me check again inside our start. We have the solution and we check if the user can vote for the solution. Yeah, I think that's what we can do. Okay, so what does this mean now? We need to check now for multiple solutions and see if the user can vote for the solution or not. And for some of them, we're going to start a solution already for the user. So, oh yeah, thanks. I already found the typo. So we need to get the solution. So maybe you're thinking about not doing it like this. So where have we done this already in our other test? We've created the code snippet and then, yeah. Let's do it like this again. So we have one code snippet. We have our solution number 1 with no stars and solution number 2 with stars. So, and which user has started this one? So we need to use this user here. So Let me see how I want to do this. Can I pass in here this user as well? Let's see if this works. And let's comment this out now. And let's do this here. Must be of type factories. Okay, so this means it looks like I can't pass in this user here. So what does this mean for us? So I need a specific user who has started this solution. So this means I cannot add the user like this. Let me check. Any thoughts so far? Not. Okay. So this means we can start our solution like this. So we need to start this manually. So let's say this is solution 1. Let's call it solution, and the other one is solution start. So this will be the solution that the user has already started. So this means we need to do this manually. So stars, attach, and the ID of our user. I think this is how we do this. Let's see if this works so far. Okay, this looks good. And now user calls this can vote for solution. And we're going to provide the first solution. And that's the one where the user can vote. So this means here we are already asserting assert true. Here, I think we can already put this in here. That's not too much of code. So here we're going to act and assert user can vote. Excuse me, I'm already losing my voice. So the user can vote for the solution. It should be true. And then we need to test this now for solution start, and this should be false. Let's get rid of the rest here. Okay, let me check this again. So we have a user, we have one code snippet. We have 2 solutions, which we add to the code snippet. And then we check. Then we're adding one user to one of the solutions by calling the stars method and providing this user. And then now our first solution, the user can vote for the solution. It should be true. And for the second one, it should be false. Bye, Gertchen. Nice to spend the time together. Have a good night too, and see you maybe the next time. Okay, let's try to run this and see what we should do next. Call to undefined method can vote for solution. Okay, so we haven't created this. Can vote for solution. We're going to look for a solution. And we're going to return a Boolean. Okay. What do you want to test? I want to test that this method works, so that the user can vote for a solution is true or false, depending on if the user has already started the solution. or has already started one of the solutions. So this is what we need to test, to check here. Has user already started one of the code snippet solutions? So this is what we need to test here. So if he has already started one of them, for all the others of the same code snippet, all solutions, he cannot vote. Yeah, that's pretty nice. This the Stream Beats album has also this instrumental rock streaming. What do we have? The rock streaming songs from Stream Beat originals, and there's also one with voice, and this is also nice. And I also like those rock versions too. So you can only vote for one solution from the same snippet. Yeah, correct. Correct, then my test is false. Then shouldn't it be can vote for code snippet? Can vote for code snippet. I think both should work. So we can do can vote for code snippet. No, I think it should be on the solutions, because we have our stars component which receives a solution instance, and then we need to check with this solution if the user can vote for this solution. If we would provide here the code snippet, yeah, I think we could also check, has the user already voted for one of the solutions of a snippet? So in my opinion, both ways would work. Because you need to assert it's false for both solutions if they are for the same project. At the moment, it looks like it would be a copy of the has start solution. Yeah, so the has start solution only checks if the user has already started this one solution. But now we want to make sure that the user has, if the user has already started one of the code snippet solutions. So let me check my test again. Adrian said they are wrong. So yeah, okay, that's true. He's right. So the user has already started here one of the solution. This means from this point on, he cannot vote for any other solution. This means both of them should be false. And let's add now another one. So this means before we're starting the solution, it should be true. So true, user can vote for the solution. Yeah, it's true. Then we start one of the solution, and then he cannot vote for any of those solutions. Not for this one and not for this one. Yep, so I think that's how it should be. Let me see some. Solution will look if there are any votes from you on other solutions from the snippet. Yes, I think that's what we're going to do. So, okay, we're not returning anything yet. So let's go back to our method here. And I think it's already fair enough to think about how we can do this. So has the user already started one of the code snippet solutions? So this means we first need the code snippet. Let's try to code this, how it works, and then we can see if we can refactor it. So the code snippet we can get from the solution, code snippet. Then all solutions we would get through the code snippet, solutions. Okay, so now we have all the solutions. And then What we're going to do, we're going to we map over all the solutions and see if one of them, if the user has already voted for one of them. So I think that's what we're going to do. Oh yeah, right. In the end, we're going to replace the other method because we don't need this check then anymore, because we're not interested in if the user has already started this solution. We're only interested if the user can vote for this solution or not. Yeah, that's what we do with this project here. I wanted to try to write as many tests as possible with this project and just see how it goes. And there's a lot of things that I already learned that I will use in different projects. But yeah, we also, maybe we overdo it at some points. But right now, I really like this approach as well. So we get back here a collection. I was just wondering if I can loop over the collection and then the collection return just true or false. But I'm not sure because the collection will always give us back multiple items. Is there a way from a collection that we can say the first time something returns something specific, we want to return false for the whole collection? Solution. Okay, we have our solution. We then grab the code snippet, we grab the solutions where user ID 3 exclamation marks, this ID exists. Yeah, so okay, let's just try this out. The user can vote if there are no start solutions yet. So we have our solution. We're going to grab the code snippet. We're going to grab the solutions. This way we have still the query builder model. And then we can check for ID. I think that's user ID. Is from our this ID exists. Looks already good. So we have the solution, we grab the code snippet, we get all solutions, but not the collection, but the relationship. And we're going to add, we only want solutions where the user ID is from this ID because we're inside the user model, and then exists. Let's check again. What is the exists method giving us back? Where do we have it? Factory query builder. Determine if any rows exist. Okay, yeah, that's what we want to check. And let's give this a try. And failed asserting that true is false. Okay, let's see which line are we here. 64. This is the second one. Failed asserting that true is false. Okay, so we were checking if it's false, but we get true back. What does this mean? We get true back. Does mean there is a row. We have some more comments. Between solution and between solutions and where you need the stars. Oh, I need the stars. So we're checking the solution code snippet. Solutions, and here I need the stars. Yeah, so we need the stars from the solution. Maybe a whereas. You're in the solution for the snippet. I'm in the solution for snippet, then grab the snippet and all solutions for again. What about code snippet solutions where exists? Yeah, I don't think this would be a problem because we can easily pass the code snippet to the solution itself from the code snippet where we have the solution component inside. So solutions where has stars. Okay, this is now getting to a point where I always have to check because these things I don't do that much. So we have the solutions where has. So this means we're looking now for our stars. Okay, let's see. Then we have a callback where we get the query builder. And then going to return the query where user ID, this ID. Let's see. Let me look this up real quick. Whereas, if you need more power, you may use the whereas or whereas method to define additional query constraints on your has queries, such as inspecting the content of a comment. So here we are grabbing all the posts. Also wollen alle Posts haben mit Kommentaren und dann die Kommentaren sollen nur was Spezielles haben. Oh, sorry, I was switching to German. If my brain gets a little bit low, I switch to German. Sorry for that. So we're looking for solutions, but only solutions which has stars and just specific stars where the user ID is this ID. Okay, let's give this a try. Is this the correct test? It gives back solution order by stars. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, I was already in the right one. Okay, cool. It seems it's working. Nice. Nice, Adrian. Good hint. So yeah, what's interesting for me is whereas I don't think I've used this one before, which is pretty neat. So we're checking only for solutions with a relationship, but only specific ones. So that's nice. And through the callback, we can then define what those stars should be. Okay, let's see our implementation again. Doesn't look too bad now. And let's try this out already. So right now we're testing just the method itself. So, but of course we now need to implement this inside our page here. So let's just do this real quick. So, oh, yeah, just try this out. Where do we go? We have to go to our stars. And now we are checking the new method. Can vote for solution. And then we show the button. Okay, let's see this. And it seems it's not working because it shows the button for all of them. And okay, now we need to change this negation here. Yeah. So it should be like this. So we shouldn't see any button here because we have voted for all of them. Okay, that's true because we are the only user. Was this one? Yep. Okay, let's see about the second one. I think we have now voted for all of them so far. Oh no, we haven't voted for this one here because we see 0 stars here, but we also don't see the button. Let's create a new snippet and try this out. If we can vote for this one. Did we just create this one? Nope. So was this not working? Let's try again. We just didn't see it. So how many snippets do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so why was this not working? Oh, I haven't copied the whole thing. Did you see an error message? Let me try again. No error message, okay. We need to take a look at this as well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it seems something is not working. Okay, this call seems to be working, but somehow we don't get a snippet. Okay, let's go to our code snippet. For our components, code snippets. So okay, we have the submit method here. We'll validate. So if this fails, we should get it back here. Let me see some new comments in between. Yeah, I just want to make sure it's working on the web as well. The new one was in users test, if I remember correctly. Long test, that's the old test for the other one. So I think I have already solved this issue by going to the correct test. So if not, let me know, but I think this was an old one. But yeah, let's see why this is not working. Let's run our tests again. Okay, they are working, but somehow I'm missing something. So we are on a home page. We are logged in. Yes, we are. Let's try to emit something. I thought we were also showing something like an error message for those kind of situations. Yeah, so we do. So do we get past this method here? Let's try again. Okay, so this means we have a validating issue, but we don't see an error. I think this should already give us the error from the validation error, right? Let me know if you guys see this already. So we do get a 200 back. So I think that's normal. even for validation error, right? But it seems there's not much in here. If HTML is null. For me, it seems there is some kind of issue. Pretty sure it was already working. So we have our rules, and then we can use the validate method. And then we just need our error with the name of the field. Let's check again what name we have here. For the content field. Yeah, the content field is what we've been adding here. Dump errors in the plate field. Okay, let's try this one. All right. Load this. Okay, we just have a default error. The name field is required. We have a name field? Oh. Oh my God, our form is so bad that we didn't even see this. Okay, the name is required. Okay, we have to. Actually, we should need to write a test now to make sure that we show this as well. Let me just write it down. I'm not sure if I want to do this now, but we need to do this because I think we've also done this for the content error. Let's put this here. Test to check name field error is shown. So we have now, we have 17 more minutes. Good point of the outputting the error. So let's check real quick where we did test this here. So this is a LiveWire component. Let's see, it shows given code snippets. Content field it shows error message. Okay, here we have this one for the error message. It shows error message for invalid content. Okay, let's write this one for the name as well. It shows error message for invalid name. So we don't set a name. What do we want to see? Code is invalid. Let's just go for name. It's required. Run this. And we're still dumping out inside our blade file. Okay. Fair enough. Try it again. Okay, it fails because it's not seeing this here. So this means inside our code snippet, copy this one here. This is now for the name and the message. Where do we define the message? I think we define it inside our LiveWire component, right? Okay, here we're doing this manually. But here I think we can define the message ourselves. Validate. So where do we have this? Here we go. Messages. That's what I was looking for. So besides rules, we now also have messages. Now we change the one for the name. And it's called, for now, just name is required. Okay, so this means here we can leave the message. This should be filled now. And now our test should work. It does not. Let's see. Let me just check. It shows error message for invalid name. Here, name is required. Just provide the content. Okay, let's check what the error is. Failed asserting. Okay. The name field is required. Okay, so it seems this message comes from LiveWire. Oh, okay. Now I see what I did wrong here. Let's go back here. So name dot required. And now let's also adapt our test here. It shows error message for not given name. Okay, much better. This seems to be working now. Pretty sure you have already seen this. Yeah, so I definitely need to work on those forms, but this is still a point on my list. So I don't want to tackle this right now, but we still have to do this. Message comes from level. Oh yeah, sorry. So the message comes from level's validation rules. Adrian always looking for the details. It shows errors for missing. Yeah, I like this better as well. Thank you very much. Okay, let's commit this too. And how do we call this? A user can only vote for one of the given code snippet solutions. All right. So, and we wanted to test this as well. So let's refresh this, test snippet. Now let's pass in some invalid code. Why don't I see this error message? Are you kidding me? I kill you. Okay, let's try now the working code. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. So these were created. That's why we didn't see the error message. Okay, so this is valid. It's just not valid PHP, but somehow it's valid. Yeah, okay, good. And let's add here some solutions. One. Okay, interesting. Why is, okay, it's not adding it immediately. We have to refresh. Yep, let's put this on the list again. New solution is not shown immediately. Okay, good. We just don't want to forget this. Okay, so now we have this button here for both of them. And now I click one and let's refresh. Yeah, okay, we need to refresh and now we can click this. So this means another to do for the solutions to make this work. After both buttons are still visible, refresh currently needed. So we need to get rid of this as well. All right, so I think I want to end this here now. We still have a few things to do. We didn't even start the design task, but that's fine. But we're now almost at 2 hours, which is the time frame that I always try to keep under the 2 hours, which I didn't manage the last time, but I think we're going to achieve this today. So I'm just going to add here these new to-dos so that we know what we have to do the next time. All right, so bring me back and remove this here. All right, so thank you everybody again for joining. I think it was a good stream again. A lot of input, a lot of discussions. That's what we do this for. So that's how this should work. Again, if we are slow with the things we achieve, that's totally fine. I really appreciate those discussion and details and new things that we that I learned, that maybe you learn, or where we just discuss different solution possible. So that's exactly what this stream is about for me, and I hope for you too. So I definitely learned the new things again, so that's cool. Thank you guys for this, and yeah, thank you for coming around. Oh yeah. I'm a very big Liverpool fan for, I think, almost 10 years now. And yeah, we can talk about this for hours. So it seems like you're a Liverpool fan too. At least I hope so. At least I hope not an Everton fan. This could be an issue, but did I ever manage to see a game? Yeah, so I did see one game, which was in New York. So I was for the Laracon in New York, and it was the same time that Liverpool was there for the promotion tour before the season starts. And I managed with my wife to go there and see a friendly game of them, which was, yeah, just mind-blowing. Yeah, I even get goosebumps when I think about the moment. A lot of good players were not there, but still it was amazing seeing them and being in the same stadium. So it was really a cool moment. But I have on my list to go to Anfield and see one game there as well one day. So that's still one of my dreams that I have on my list. Oh, Chelsea fan. Yeah, okay. Nobody's perfect. But yeah, no worries. Chelsea is a good team too. Awesome, can't wait to get back in the ground. Atletico Madrid was my last game last year before football was cancelled. Oh, nice. Pretty cool. So where are you from? Are you from Spain? Guess you might be from Spain. Or maybe you're from London and or from England and you were in the stadium and see Chelsea Atletico. Or you're from the UK. I live about 45 minutes away from Anfield. No way, you're kidding me? Oh my god, how cool is this? Okay, so that's then pretty easy would be to go there, but still I think the tickets are not so easy to get. But okay, interesting. And can you also tell me your first name? Strafe Dot, I think it's probably just a nickname. So for the next streams, oh, you get to the most home games. Oh, that's cool. Nathan, nice to meet you, Nathan. And this is pretty amazing. I highly admire this, and I'm now a little bit jealous. But yeah, we can talk about this the next time as well, or on Twitter. So thanks again, everybody, for watching the stream. I enjoyed it. I hope you too. And I will be back next Monday, I think. It's holiday in Austria, Eastern holiday in Austria, but actually I don't care. I guess probably most of you also don't care. Maybe I'll do a vote. Maybe I'll do it on Tuesday if some people have some family stuff on Monday. But yeah, maybe see you next Monday or maybe Tuesday. So it was nice again. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day. Have a nice week and see you around the next time.